ESPN, NFL, and ESPN. This is honestly a great overall fantasy mock draft. Well, round one, this is the picks. Jonathan Taylor goes to number one. I definitely see that happen. He's probably go number one on most people's. I think that's probably a very good pick. He had a good season last year. He's going to have a good season again this year. And Christian McCaffrey at number two. Honestly, in my opinion, I think he's a late first rounder or early second rounder. I don't really think with all his injury history, anyone will take him at the number two pick. Number three, Austin Eckler. I think that's a good pick right there. And Cooper Kupp at number four had a great season last year. He's probably one of the top receivers again this year. And he's just going to keep getting better. And Derrick Henry at number four. Honestly, I put him at number two. I think he probably should take Christian McCaffrey's spot. And that's how I would do my list. But what do you think about this? Saturday was an unbelievable day for underdogs. 80-1 shot. Rich Strike wins Kentucky Derby. Second largest long shot to ever win the Kentucky Derby. Definitely, that was insane. Dimitri Bevell, plus 400, stuns Canelo Alvarez in his second loss since September 2013. That's honestly pretty insane. And what do you think about this? This is honestly, both are very hard bets to probably hit on. If you bet on both these, you probably have won a lot of money, especially that long shot. That was a pretty great bet. And here's what they compared it to. CBS Sports, Rich Strike won the Kentucky Derby at 80-1 odds. The Jets have an 80-1 odds to win the AFC. That's honestly insane to compare the two, that the Jets would have to win the AFC. Very much not likely to happen, but that horse did win the Kentucky Derby. That's honestly insane. But what do you think about this? ESPN ringside, Bivol beat Canelo last night. Honestly, a lot of people were upset in the comments, pretty much saying that the fight should have been as close as it was, especially with the judges, they thought. But what do you think about this? Do you think the rematch is happening? Canelo said he thought he won the fight, but a lot of people disagree with that. I definitely don't agree with that as well. But what do you think? What's your overall opinion? And what's your opinion on this loss? CBS Sports HQ, playoff wins since the start of 2020. So Baker Mayfield has 1 for the Cleveland Browns. Russ Wilson has 0 for the Seahawks. Dak Prescott 0 for the Cowboys. Justin Herbert 0 for the Chargers. Kyler Murray 0. And then Matt Ryan for the Falcons. Now the Colts 0. And Derek Carr 0 for the Raiders. That's honestly insane to see. He's the only one since 2020 out of all these quarterbacks who has 1 playoff win. And honestly, Russell Wilson kind of surprised me. He hasn't had 1 since then. But what do you think about this? Honestly, I see the next person on this list getting 1 will probably Russell Wilson with the Broncos, or maybe Justin Herbert or Kyler Murray. I feel like those are the most likely. Matt Ryan, I could definitely see him getting a playoff win and maybe going pretty far, but what do you think?